So, thank you multiple save files. There was actually something pretty important that I forgot to do at the end of the 5th. And it's kind of a good thing I'm doing it now because it does relate to the thieves' den. So, it is very, very important that on certain nights after big plot events with the Phantom Thieves, that you check your text messages. Oh yeah, let me send this. So this is a conversation that won't actually come up automatically, unlike, say, this one. We get this pretty neat photo. The reason why that is important, and I don't think it directly mentioned it there, but if we go to the thieves' den, okay, I went into the thieves' den and then went back out, and then it said thieves' den updated, so I think I had to go back in again. A new item was added to the content below, gallery. Archive, photos. And now, we can buy this photo in the thieves' den. All of these photos are only available via text messages after specific plot days. You can miss these permanently if you go over the 50 text limits. So it's always a good idea to check your text messages and see if any of these are there. These are, in my opinion, some of the most easily missable things to get in the thieves' den. Because even after playing this entire game once, there were still a few of them that I missed. So I'm going to make sure to note down the dates on which these unlock from now on, and try to always make sure to show them. There are actually quite a lot of these photos, as you can see. And again, very easy to miss them if you're not paying attention to your text messages. So with that, back to your regularly scheduled gameplay. Well, there's that survey. Hey, it's up to 6.5, not 6. Was Ryuji, like, rounding down previously, or has it gone up 0.5 and 1.9? Because if so, that's actually decent.
Have you heard?
Big Bang Challenge? Only 500 yen, that's kind of a steal. But there's probably some kind of catch though. Oh yes, it's only free if you finish the whole burger.
Wow!
Hopefully they're not affiliated with that buffet and have their meals be a portal to the food dimension. But yeah, hinting at a social stat increase. Also, there's somebody playing a totally not PSP there. I wonder how that's going to work in the, like, I mean, it's generic enough that it probably could be fine in like
you
a
heard last week,
port.
Gym class is cancelled today. Instead, I'm supposed to give you some guidance.
You sound like you're not happy about that though.
The gist is, don't go around talking about the incident. That's all.
Especially with people holding microphones in front of you and flashing cameras in your face.
The police are still investigating Mr. Kamoshida, so I can't say anything myself. As a teacher, though, I'm ashamed for not having noticed that a student was suffering like that. I'm not defending him, but as a colleague, he just seemed like, well, a normal person.
That's really how just about everyone reacts when this kind of thing comes out.
Honestly, it still doesn't feel real. I guess people can have multiple sides to them.
The teachers have it rough, huh?
Oh yeah, I just remembered something I learned about psychology. They say that humans have several different personalities hidden in their subconscious.
Different personalities?
Oh, to be clear, I'm not talking about multiple personality disorder.
And I love how Joker just kind of immediately perks out at the whole different personalities thing.
These different personalities can be a different gender or a different age from you.
That's actually apparently, though, how dissociative identity disorder can work, from what I've heard.
I mean, if you think about how gods and monsters and myths were first based on the human image, if you actually saw one of those personalities with your own eyes, it might look like a monster.
You sure you don't have that weird eye app?
You all seem more alert than usual. Did I finally talk about something that interests you? Well, I'm just saying what I've heard. It feels like I just now understood what I learned long ago.
As I've said before, that's how the whole persona thing, came to be as a concept. It's based on the idea that people carry different aspects of themselves and they show different faces of themselves to different people. And hey, guaranteed knowledge rank up. Not rank up, but point up. Well, at least Kawakami seems pretty fine, as far as teachers go.
It ain't much, but we've been getting more postings on the Phantom Aficionado website. I want to make my friend apologize for not returning the stuff I lent him. Deal with that yourself.
Hey, those girls.
You know that Phantom Thieves rumor about stealing Kamoshida's heart? I wonder if it's true.
It's gotta be made up. Do you seriously believe they exist?
But look what happened to Kamoshida.
He probably just couldn't keep hiding it after that girl tried to kill herself.
Yeah, you might be right. I guess there's no way they really exist.
Most importantly, it seriously sucks that our school is gonna be known for stuff like this.
Yeah, because that's what matters, not that we had people seriously hurt or anything.
I wonder if it'll affect our college entrance.
That's probably a normal reaction for now, but they'll see soon enough. If we can take care of 2 or 3 famous guys, people will have to believe we exist.
Honestly, I was just thinking in my head, I was like people in the street would go, oh, you go to the pervert school, but I just remembered that actually from my high school years, something like that really did happen. There was actually a kind of, weird sexual incident involving another school that I'd heard of, and everyone was just talking about it, and I feel like everyone at that school was getting labeled for it, so it really does happen.
So about those big shots, we don't have any leads yet, right?
We haven't found our chance to be one, I'm sorry.
Plus, there's that rumor about you two threatening Kamoshida, too.
Looks like you'll just have to live a normal, honest school life for the time being.
Yet another line that was often in the trailers.
Still, make sure you stay prepared just in case anything comes up, alright?
I'll keep an eye out for info on any big shots that might be coming around.
And I'll try to dig up some dirt online.
We went and formed the Phantom Thieves group, but we can't even find a target.
There.
It's only been one day.
I guess sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to.
Excuse me. Did you wish to see me, Principal Kobayakawa?
You saw the state Kamoshida-kun was in, didn't you? It's as if his personality has completely changed. Something is definitely wrong here.
I'm not sure I follow.
From what I've heard, it appears as though some students were meddling in his business. If they did something to him, who could they be?
Are you saying that these students may have caused Mr. Kamoshida to change?
That is what I wish to know, even if it takes some probing into student matters. I would like you to look into this for me.
It is true that there are many rumors regarding Mr. Kamoshida, but do you mean all of this talk about those Phantom Thieves?
It is undeniable that Mr. Kamoshida has changed in some way. I'd like to have a grasp of the cause. This shall also ensure that I handle the mass media and police in the correct fashion.
Correct fashion, as in the one that doesn't make you look abusive.
Oh.
I will continue speaking to Mr. Kamoshida myself. Unless you find whomever did this, these irresponsible rumors will likely never die down. Don't you agree? You have been at the top of your class since day one. Your conduct is good, and teachers favor you. I could write you a recommendation for any college of your choosing, Makoto Nijima.
Thank you.
So this is why I was talking about all of that stuff earlier. There's a lot of things about this character Makoto that I do feel are a little bit misunderstood in the Western fandom. A lot of people don't get just how big a deal this is. If you get a recommendation into a good college, you are practically guaranteed a stable life in Japan. It's really that important. So the fact that she's going to this length for a recommendation, it's a big deal. Like, it's actually understandable.
Your lineage must certainly play a part in this excellence. Your sister is still young, yet she holds an admirable position at the public prosecutor's office, no?
And while this is still very much an explaining things just so the audience knows thing, and yeah, we've kind of figured this out by now, but I still love that you can see them at the station earlier in the story, but yep, this is the sister of the one who will later interrogate us. But this is another thing, yeah, just having such a prestigious legacy to live up to as well, that's also got to be weighing on Makoto pretty hard.
If something disappointing were to happen here, that wouldn't reflect very well on your sister.
And the fact that people can very easily be dragged down in Japan by their family members doing something that reflects poorly on the family.
Do you understand?
That said, though, Humpty Dumpty is still a complete scumbag for doing something like this.
Yes.
How wise. It's no wonder you're our student council president. I'd appreciate if you'd look into this as soon as possible. I ask that you begin at once.
Yes. If you'll excuse me then.
It's me, sir. My apologies for troubling you at such a busy time. Yes, it's about the matter we discussed earlier. I have all bases covered. The investigation will begin immediately. Of course. Yes, I will get results. I should be able to update you soon. Well then, I must be going. Thank you very much for your time.
I will get results, even if I have to implicitly blackmail my students to do it. Oh, it would be such a shame if you got, if you didn't get a recommendation and, your famous sister got associated with a failure at school. That wouldn't look good. Maybe the person we should target is closer than we think. I mean, they can't prove the methods, but again, there's the fact that all of us are connected to him, we're all seen with him frequently. It doesn't look all that good. Plus, after the change of heart, honestly, Kamoshida's probably thanking us now. I don't think he'd really, turn us in or anything. I can't wait to keep living this double life, you say in a public, chat, in the view of multiple students, potentially.
Hey, are you listening?
Oh, one of these is today. I really, really hope... Oh my, wow, okay. You know what, I'm just gonna look up, because if the other guide actually has to reset for this, I am gonna, actually lose it. Oh my god, it actually does. Yep, I am so glad I'm using the All Confidant Events guide, because having to reload for this one after all those cutscenes, and you can't skip, non-anime cutscenes in this game, you can only fast forward them, so wow. Oh my god, okay, talking about that, I actually got the dodge.
Hey!
That's gonna put me slightly ahead on charm, so that's good to know. Actually, people have told me that you can wiggle the analog stick to dodge the chalk every time. I forgot about that until he threw, so I'm gonna have to try that next time this happens. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but again, it's something I'll have to test.
Hey,
Also, hey,
have you seen that Phantom Aficionado website?
I can finally say that this guy is indeed voiced by Sean Chiplock, Reen Schwarzer Reen Coldsteel himself. I may have heard of it.
I'm the one who started it. You guys are the Phantom Thieves, aren't you?
Yet another line that was in all the trailers.
Sorry. Although, if things really are as I think, I should keep it a secret. Kamoshida used me, and I did some horrible things to you guys. This isn't much of a way for me to apologize for it. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thinking about it though, he sounds almost like a completely different person here. You could really tell just how how completely drained he was from all of Kamoshida's abuse beforehand, because, yeah, he sounds much, much perkier now.
I'm glad to hear that. It's not just Kamoshida. There are tons of evil adults out there. But I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will do something. They can't let this end after just one target. That's why I wanted to make a forum where people could post their problems. There are probably a lot of people who have high hopes for the Phantom Thieves' next move. So, I've also implemented an anonymous poll on the site.
Oh yeah, how's that going? Oh wait, we only have a 6% approval rate.
Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves or not?
6.7.
I want to work on this forum so eventually it'll be packed with tons of supportive posts.
Oh boy, good luck with that on the internet. But yeah, I'm looking at this and it says Uncared. Also, his phone's only 20%, he should probably charge that. But Uncareto is the Japanese word for survey, and it is a loan word.
I'd really like to help out in the Phantom Thieves' acts of justice. Can I, please?
Well, I mean, maybe we could use a real-world public relations guy.
I'll live up to your expectations. I promise.
Hang on a minute, though. Looks like we just gained an accomplice we never asked for.
Besides the public's reaction to your group, there were others who supported you. Someone who enthusiastically cheered the Phantom Thieves on. Perhaps they were quite close. What do you have to say to that?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the moon persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
All right.
So, now would be the time when I give the social link bio. I'm not actually going to do that yet, because the Moon Confidant relies on a mechanic that we have not actually been introduced to yet. I'm going to be giving the full bio at rank 2 because of this. So, sorry Mishima. Sorry Mishima pretty much sums up his lot in life too.
See you. We heard all that.
Yeah, so, Mishima knows about us.
Jeez, it was a little awkward trying to figure out when to walk over here.
So that forum is Mishima-kun's.
Has he figured out our identities?
Even so, I think it'll be fine. He seemed to be playing it cool.
I guess we should have a little chat about this later.
I will say, though, a forum where people can post problems may prove unexpectedly useful.
Anyways, we gotta get looking for a new target.
And we need to stay sharp until we manage to find one. Once we do, we'll have to head into another palace. So we should prep our equipment and...
Wait! Oh, crap!
What's with you?
Don't we have an exam coming up?
Ah, yes, the high school hero's greatest bane, exams.
Judging by that reaction, I'd assume you're going to struggle this time, too.
It's not like you're any better. All you're good at is English.
I'd rather that than be bad at every subject.
Even your Japanese is questionable at best, Ryuji.
So yeah, the general thing with the Persona localizations is it's assumed that everybody is still speaking Japanese, and it's like a TARDIS translation that you get in your head as they're saying it.
What's questionable is whether you're really even a human. Good comeback, huh?
Let's discuss this with our fists.
You don't have those.
Bring it.
Ryuji versus Cat, begin.
Will you two stop it?
Okay.
So even after all of those lengthy cutscenes, we actually can still do things today. However, tomorrow is going to be a forced plot day, and it's going to involve actually some dungeon delving and fighting too. What to do between targets. Basically, listen to rumors, do side stuff, do confidants. Pretty typical. Also, we can see this right here.
Oh, man.
So, somebody on YouTube has already translated all of these. Of course, there's spoilers for like later things in the game, because there will be a new one of these at the end of every arc. But the surprise thing to a lot of people is that the school actually reacts very negatively to the Phantom Thieves at first. In fact, in particular, it says "tune in your honor," which basically translates as like high school edgelord, sort of like edgy tryhard. Ah, that is true though. Like it's honestly just it's just a thing with me. Like when you do that kind of thing, it's just like it takes a serious lack of empathy to do that, because you're really just caring about yourself and your own sexual satisfaction, and it does actually affect people for life. This is going to be a bit of a downer. I was going to talk about this during Kamoshida's Palace, but I was more talking about gameplay then. I didn't really get a chance. But I do know somebody who was sexually abused by a teacher as a child, and I don't want to go too far into this, but I'll just say it affected him pretty much his whole life. And he drinks a lot, even now. So it's just something that, like, it does do permanent damage. And that's why it's just, again, like, it's like, in general, I feel like most, you know, harmful crimes, in my opinion, arise just due to a lack of empathy, but this in particular is really, really a big example of that. Yeah. As I've said, this school was a pretty terrible one. I definitely take Yasogami High in Inaba. I mean, that was out in the sticks and it had King Moron, but still, it wasn't this bad. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be hard for the volleyball team now, but hopefully they get a better coach. Oh no, it's an arrogant officer. I think we've seen him before. Maybe it's just you. Or maybe there's, you get the idea. Yep. Yep, it's really going in that direction. I remember there actually was a yandere for Mitsuru, I believe, at, like, the school in Persona 3. Also, yeah, there are police officers outside, Kamoshida's faculty office right now. Yeah. So I was thinking, like, you'd think Kamoshida wouldn't be stupid enough to have stuff like that on his phone or, you know, but, I mean, it's entirely possible. He was pretty audacious about everything. Meanwhile, though, finally we can buy drinks. So many plot days, but we can do this at last. And I've still got almost 30,000 yen left over. I think I'll save talking to some people until a little later. I want to find the hero guy, though. Because I think he has something interesting to say right about now. Yeah, he is the hero guy. Because he's become a little bit delusional. Okay, so there's quite a few things that we've got on our agenda today. It says to buy all the books from the bookstore. I may have already done that, but there might be some books that just came into stock.
Can I get you?
Aha! New book, Medjed Menace. Hacker Group Medjed. Interesting. So Medjed is named after an Egyptian god, but the real significance of the name Medjed is that Medjed is actually an internet meme in Japan. It's like the equivalent of a hacker group calling themselves Trollface. But anyway, we're going to be returning our DVD and renting...
What would you like?
Bubbly Hills 90210. Obviously based on Beverly Hills, a bunch of numbers, I forget. Yeah, it's not something that I watched either. Oh, okay, we're going to be doing something actually kind of cool today. But first, I want to see how the Sleezers are doing. Also buying drinks. Gotta be careful that those two don't turn into Kamoshida someday.
Oh.
But let's buy more drinks, and then I'll get the third set of them from LeBlanc.
Oh.
Don't know why the music just stops when you're in the arcade. I guess having this music playing would distract people's concentration when they're playing games. And I've actually spent a decent amount right now, although it was mostly from that Medjed book. I wonder if... Oh no, I probably should be saving a little bit of money. Because I do need those to make more lockpicks. Actually, I haven't sold my palace loot yet, and honestly, I probably should right now. Just to get an idea of just how much of a haul I got from Kamoshida's palace. That's the sad thing about dogs, though, is they can't really live forever. And yeah, as I was saying, let's actually go to, oh no, I thought it would actually say Untouchable in there, but no, it's Airsoft Shop. You might want to make sure, though, that you have a lover's persona right now. Also, this guy, we saw him actually get on the train earlier, way earlier. Okay, so he's talking about new, model guns that might be coming in. Yeah, because if you talk to him, you get this thing, Riot Police E. This only happens in Royal.
Hey!
It is an extremely powerful weapon. But yeah, your guts needs to be Dauntless, which is level 4, in order to ask him about the bag. But I'm here to sell stuff. Oh wow, we almost doubled our money with this. All of this stuff is useless just sitting around, so yeah, let's definitely sell all that.
Alright.
Do I have enough to afford armor for Morgana? Because he has this tendency to get one-shot right now. You know what? I'm gonna actually go for this. Yeah, let's do that. And also, I love this. You get the option to sell whatever they had previously equipped, and since this has no secondary effects, that's totally acceptable to me. But that gun that we just got, though, oh baby, Riot Police E. Not only is it over double the power of the other gun, high shock. So, I've said before that status ailments are incredibly powerful in Persona 5. Well, status ailment guns are even more powerful. They're a big reason why guns are, like, incredibly overpowered in this game. It is absolutely insane just how good status guns are. We'll see that when we next go into a palace, but in particular shock, because if an enemy gets shocked, all of your next gunshots, like in that clip, will be guaranteed technicals. So it is like seriously, you'll see this later, trust me. But I believe, yeah, I think I've done everything. I need to make sure that I have the right persona. I should have, I have Saki Mitama, that's good, because we are finally progressing Arn's Confidant. Oh, that must be hard after the whole Kamoshida thing. However, with our kindness, we're able to cheer her up from her depression. Some people actually get this find this annoying because they're like, oh, but Joker was able to talk to Ann about her problems in the story without requiring rank 2 kindness. But no, it's fine. Like, it's just one of these general confidant, like, locks. And they kind of don't want you starting this, like, too early, like, during the Kamoshida arc. In fact, I didn't say this because I don't want to be wrong about it on video, but I do feel like you can't even do rank 2 of Arn until after the Kamoshida arc is over anyway. It seems like that would make sense, because most guides don't actually tell you to do this until now, so again, I'm guessing that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure though. Thankfully, Morgana is not going to be around while we hang out with Arn. Yeah, I think you kind of said this earlier, didn't you? Usually complimenting Shiho works well with Arn.
Hey.
Finally, the two of them got to talk things out. Also, yes, this. That kind of thing is sort of part of the reason why a lot of places discourage bosses from dating subordinates, because even if it's completely consensual, it's hard to prove that it is. And it's hard to prove that it's not coercion. But yeah, this is actually very true. It was probably a bluff, because if Kamoshida did take her off the team, then he'd lose games, and, you know, he wouldn't like that.
Oh.
I already unlocked the next rank up. Yeah, if we weren't there, things could have got even worse, I just realized.
Thanks.
This is kind of something that Joker says to a lot of people. It was kind of the logic that he used for saving that woman being harassed in the prologue too.
Hey.
Yeah, in a sense, you're kind of forming your own confidants as well. Sometimes it's just kind of hard to think about, you know, the fact that you're only seeing this through the protagonist's eyes, but for all of them, they've got personas too. Really, their relationships are strengthening them as well. Sort of works both ways.
Thanks.
Heart training, we don't mean exercise. And so we get a little better at negotiation. This one's probably better than Ryuji's because there are a decent number of enemies that are female as opposed to Upbeat only being one of like 4 potential personality types. Unfortunately, nobody in the party can dance crazy to help negotiation be smoother.
Oh yeah.
That's not quite what we were talking about. Immediate sweat drop.
Bye.
I don't know why there's a tennis racket on the wall of the diner, by the way. That's going to be the theme of Arn's Confidant from now on, heart training. Well, we'll definitely let you know. probably sooner than you think, since we have level 2 kindness now, and your confidant's fully available.
That's the key to this place.
What, you retiring or something?
You get to lock up from now on. I can't keep waiting for you to come home. Don't start any fires, okay?
Yes, I won't burn the place down. Yeah, what the key means is we can now go out at night, and that means we have access to a new part-time job, which is what we're doing. Though more importantly, it means you can now go to Untouchable and the Velvet Room at night. That really helps if you need a persona in hand for a confidant later.
Hey!
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating how you get nagged about that, even though you don't have enough guts, like nearly enough guts. Once again, this is what we in the business call dramatic irony. World-renowned artist, huh? That would mean that we would get a lot of exposure if we were to, say, target him. And everyone thinks he's a saint, huh?
Let's do it.
Now, I will say it's a good idea to save before you do anything tonight, because it may not seem like it, but tomorrow is actually a pretty major plot day. So, with our new going out privileges, what we're going to be doing is going to Shibuya, and yes, EY and the Street Orator are potential confidants. Thing is though, making a confidant with the Street Orator is actually more difficult than you might expect. Oh hey, these two are here. These people usually aren't here, I feel. I guess someone doesn't like their country boyfriend, but hey, this guy's up and about. I don't remember him being like that the last time we saw him, though. What we're going to be doing is we will be accepting a part-time job here. Now that we can actually go out at night, we can accept the beef bowl job.
Right.
And as always, via magical protagonist powers, Joker instantly gets hired for whatever job he needs. Although they did say, well, we'll take just about anyone at this point. There's one very major reason why we're doing this. Oh, hey, this guy's here. Yeah, so this is actually one of my favorite NPCs in the game. I didn't realize he didn't show up until now. So yeah, this guy is promoting what seems to be that kind of underground place or a bar nearby. I mean, that's kind of true, although from what I've heard, physical punishment's still pretty decently big in Japan. Transient man. Okay then. Curious that's happening right when we're hearing about a lot of art stuff on the news. But yeah, the diner is open now. We will be going here eventually, so I'll explain how the diner works then. For now, here is the beef bowl shop, and pressing X on it registers it as a fast travel location. So we can cause time to pass and improve proficiency. So yeah, in this case you actually have to remember orders on crowded days, but today will not be a crowded day, because it's our first day. They're gonna go easy on us, thankfully.
I've been waiting.
This guy kind of reminds me of some of the people we saw in that restaurant, though. The beef bowl outfit is another one that I really wish was a metaverse costume.
Any questions?
Yeah, is there anyone else?
Sorry.
I wonder why your budget was cut. Hopefully, nothing weird is going on here. There wasn't any food poisoning incidents.
Let me explain.
So, pretty much exactly what we do at LeBlanc most of the time.
Thanks in advance.
I guess Joker's perfect for this job. And now he's just completely leaving. Yeah, no wonder this place doesn't have any staff.
Hey, wait!
So I think this is the same place we actually went
Nice work.
with Ryuji during his rank 1 conversation. Somebody who was ordering there looked kind of familiar though.
Man.
I love Morgana poking out of the bag there. Every little bit helps.
Let's head back.